Welcome back to the Front Door Podcast with your hosts, Nathan and
Jordan.
Today we will start by talking about the movie Disclosure Day, and then we will get into Supernatural season review and character review. Okay, Jordan. Rankings, thank you. Would you like to start?
Sure. So, we saw Disclosure Day last night, and all I will say is that it was kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. I think, like, the fact that it was a Steven Spielberg movie, and it was mid, is kind of sad. Like, you'd think his name being attached to it, it would be a lot better than it was, but I felt it was very boring at times.
Yeah, I would agree. Not gonna lie, I played video games most of the entire movie. At least the last 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a very slow movie, I would say.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of boring parts. Don't get me wrong, the whole premise behind the movie was great. I loved that, but just I felt like they could have done it in a shorter time frame, you know?
Probably. Maybe around like an hour 50, maybe.
Yeah. I just don't feel like 2.5 hours was really necessary, you know?
I did think the ending was pretty good. With, like, I guess slight spoilers here. When they brought out the alien, and he like stood up, said something to Daniel, or was it Daniel or was it Margaret? I can't remember.
It was
said
Daniel.
Something to one of them, and then it was kind of a cliffhanger ending though.
So because it was a cliffhanger ending, I have a feeling there's going to be a second one. I could be wrong.
Probably.
But usually when there's a cliffhanger, they will do a second one.
I have no doubt that there's going to be a second one.
I don't know if they've announced it yet or not. I haven't really looked into it. But I know based on that ending, it makes me really feel like there would be a second one coming out at some point. Maybe next year or maybe 2028.
Yeah.
Do you see anything online, Jordan?
It says that it was meant to just be a one and done story. With that ending, I don't think so.
If it's a one and done, there's an issue. Or they need to re-release it.
Or maybe it's just supposed to be one of those things where it's just like it's leaving the viewer up to their own interpretation of what they think it was going to say.
I guess that's true.
Like it's kind of just like you can what's the word, like
create your own
figure out
ending.
what they were gonna say, maybe, or think of your own type of ending.
Yeah, that's possible, 100%.
Which isn't a bad way to do it, I think.
No, I would say it's a weird way to do it in this context. I feel like they actually either should have made an ending or they should make a second one, which they still might. They might have just said that so you just anticipate.
I mean, anything is open to a sequel, so.
Yeah, like White Chicks 2.
Yeah, which they should not do. 1,000% should not do White Chicks 2. It is fine as its own standalone thing. You know, I guess if they want to make... I guess it is kind of just a cash grab. It feels like
Yeah. That is just kind of how it is, though.
Yeah. But I still feel like it being a Steven Spielberg movie, it was a very big letdown, I'll be honest. Like, especially from, like, his previous works, like, Indiana Jones, stuff like that. Jurassic. He made Jurassic Park, right?
I think so. But again, that could just be because he wanted to make it a sequel, but he just didn't want to announce that it was going to be a sequel yet.
Yeah. But I just think it's probably one of his weaker works, and he did make Jurassic Park. But
yeah.
him having made those types of things and then you make something like this, I don't know. Again, very cool concepts for a movie, I think. But I think it could have just been done a lot better than this.
Yeah, I would agree. I wouldn't say by any means it was a bad movie.
No. I mean, there were some fun parts.
There were.
Like that car chase. That was
Yep.
a pretty cool part of the movie.
Which is in the trailer, so.
Yeah, which I don't know. It must have been a different trailer that you saw.
It was you saw it with me, unless you were on your phone. It was in theaters.
I must have been. I don't remember that part. Anyway.
You are on your phone a lot, so it makes sense. As you look at your phone. But yeah.
Okay,
so let's go into ratings.
Okay, rating. So out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
6.5.
Hey, look at that.
We said the exact same rating. Huh, interesting. But
You wanna go?
sure. I just thought that it was just too weak to give it anything more than that.
Yeah.
It was very slow.
Yeah. See, but that's not always a bad thing, though. There are movies that are slow that I enjoy.
That's same here, but it's just the rate of the movie and the rate of the story made it a little bit more unbearable for me.
Yeah, there was also so much like confusion. I felt like there was so much stuff that didn't get explained until close to the end of the movie. Like, I don't know. It just felt like all the stuff with Margaret, like her having had that experience with the aliens when she was a kid. Like,
And he had the same I don't remember his name now, but he had the same Daniel had the same experience at the same moment as she did in the same place.
Yeah. But like that not getting, I mean, I guess it makes sense that it wasn't like explained till the end, but I also wished it was kind of more like told a little bit more, you know, like towards the beginning of the movie. But I guess it makes sense because it's kind of supposed to be like a nobody has any idea what's happening type of thing.
Yeah, which
You know?
is fair, but at the same time, I felt like they could have moved it along a little bit quicker.
Yeah, but I think a 6.5 is a fair rating. I just don't think it deserves anything. Like, I could probably move it up to a 7, maybe.
If
Like,
the
honestly, just
cliffhanger
off the
wasn't
ending
there.
alone with the alien.
Yeah, but if the cliffhanger wasn't there, I would have moved it to a 7. But the cliffhanger kind of made me stay at a 6.5.
Yeah. I also don't think it deserves anything lower than like a 6.
No, definitely not, but yeah.
But yeah. So, that was our review and rating of Disclosure Day. Again, I think people should still go see it. It was a good movie. I would still recommend it. But I think, especially out of the movies that we've already seen this year, it was probably one of the weaker ones.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think, anyway.
We definitely saw some pretty good movies so far this year. I'm excited for more.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like we have one next weekend or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not. Okay. So, Jordan, what's up next?
So, next up, we have the Supernatural tier list. So we are going to start off by ranking all 15 seasons S to F, and then after that, we are going to rank, we have a bunch of characters listed. We're going to rank those as well, S through F as well. So yeah, so we will start off with Supernatural, or with the seasons. So first up we have season 2. So do you want to tell them what season 2?
So season 2, the whole premise behind it was that's where the demons got brought into it, and it started the hunt for Yellow Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to go more in depth than that, or?
Yeah, let's do a little more.
Okay, 1 second. You want to talk about it for like 30 seconds while I finish doing this really quick?
Yeah. I do. Yeah, season 2. I'll be honest. Like, I have watched the show a lot. I'll be honest. I don't remember a lot about it. I know I should. It being my favorite show of all time. But yeah, they did go after Yellow Eyes. That was the season with Sam's first death as well, right?
Yeah.
At the end.
I believe so.
Stabbed in the back. Yeah. Overall, I remember that being a good season.
Yeah.
So I think. Do we want to rank it yet, or wait?
Give me. Let's wait one more second here. Just trying to finish this up really quick. But I'll switch back over to the Riverside real quick. Yeah, let's rank this one, and then we'll get more in depth starting the next one.
Okay. So I would probably give this a solid B or A tier.
I'd give it an A.
I think, yeah, A. Very, again, I think the first 5 seasons are probably the best seasons in the show. Mainly because that was where, like, they had their whole storyline planned out. And then after that, they were kind of just going a season at a time after that.
Yeah, and this one actually came out. This season came out the same year me and you were born.
What?
Season 2 came out the same year we were born.
Yeah.
2006.
Yeah.
Okay, next is season 10.
Next up, we have season 10.
Okay, so season 10 is the season about Mark of Cain. It brings in the character Demon Dean, and then the Mark's corruption on Dean, and how that. What?
Your mic sounds like all messed up.
Is it good now?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, so season 10 is the Mark of Cain. Where the Mark corrupts him, and yeah, so stuff like that happened that season. This season came out in 2014, so a little bit after season 2, just a couple years later. I think 8 years. But yeah, so what do you think about this season?
Season 10. See, I thought season 9 was.
No, season 9 is Metatron and the Fallen Angels. It has to do with the grace, where the angels were cast out of heaven.
Right. Okay.
It was right.
Okay.
It was at the end of the season.
End of season 9.
Where the Mark of Cain gets introduced, but it was season 10 where it officially became.
And then he dies.
Correct.
And then he gets turned into Demon Dean. And then they have all the stuff where they're trying to get the Mark of Cain off. Right.
Correct. So yes, season 9 started the Mark of Cain, but it was more a thing in season 10 than it was in season 9. So yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably give this one a B.
Yeah, I would
B's
probably agree. Definitely not my favorite season, but I really like it still.
I think, honestly, after season 8, it kind of starts to dip in quality. Season 9 was pretty good.
Yeah, and this is right at. Sorry.
I think it just starts to go down in quality a little bit.
Yeah, and this is right at the season 10 is right when the Era 3 ends and Era 4 starts, which Era 4 is Endgame, the end of... So the show's broken up into 4 eras, obviously.
Yeah.
That ends the third era, and then season 11, which we're talking about next, starts Era 4, which is the end.
Okay,
Okay.
next up we have season 11.
Season 11 is where God's sister is unleashed. Chuck returns, and it's the cosmic sibling war. 11 is considered the darkness season.
Yes. I think all the stuff, like introducing God's sister, I really feel like they were just pulling stuff out of thin air. Like, I'll be honest, I really feel like they were just pulling stuff. Like God's sister, like that's kind of,
Yeah.
you know. But anyway, I think season 11 was okay. See, again, there's a lot of the later seasons I really don't remember too much. Because, like, when you rewatch the beginning of the show a lot more than the end of the show.
Yeah.
So, I just do not remember a lot of these seasons.
That's fair. Three big episodes from this season are Our Little World, which is where Amara reaches adulthood and the connection with Dean deepens. Another one is episode 20, which is called Don't Call Me Shirley, which is where Chuck is revealed as God and Metatron gets redeemed. And then episode 23 is Alpha and Omega, where Amara and Chuck reconcile, and that's also where Mary Winchester returns.
Yeah. That, I think, as well. Like, bringing back Mary. Like, I feel like there was really no reason to do that.
There probably wasn't, but at the same time, it gave the season a little bit more depth, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's kind of true.
Which, granted, I mean, you've seen this show too many times, probably.
Yeah. But I guess also bringing her in as, like, more of an emotional character.
Yeah, true.
Because she hadn't been in the show since, like, season 1.
That is true, yeah. So, yeah, I would give this season a B.
I was thinking B or C.
Yeah. We'll just put it at B then.
Do you want to put it above season 10, though?
Well, season 10, if we put it above it, that would be A.
No, like, above it.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Below.
We can put it above. That's fine.
Above it. Season 10? Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Right,
season
we have season
12.
12.
So season 12 was where the British Men of Letters were introduced, and the Nephilim. That was where Mary Winchester got back at the end of the last season. And she was immediately recruited by Slick from the Men of Letters. That's Men of Letters is the hunter organization that wants to eliminate all monsters in America. They're more of like a fascist type of organization. Yeah. And then in this season as well, Lucifer impregnates Kelly Klein, and then Jack, a Nephilim of unimaginable power, is born, and Cass is also killed by Lucifer in this season. And also, not for good, correct. And then 3 important episodes in this one as well. Episode 9 is fairly important. That's First Blood. It's where Sam and Dean fought the black site detention. I don't know if you remember that. And then season 12 is called Stuck in the Middle with You, which is where the Colt was used against Ramiel. Am I saying that right?
I think so.
Okay. And then 23 is where Cass dies, Jack is born, and then the rift opens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this season?
So, I think it's a pretty good season. Again, Jack being introduced, I think is very cool. Because then he's a huge character throughout the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He just becomes one of the main cast, which I think was a good thing for them to do. I think they easily could have just played his character off, but I'm glad they kept him around.
Yeah, I agree. They really could have. This is personally one of my favorite one of my favorite seasons.
Yeah.
Just because we got Jack. Yes, Cass did die, but he does come back.
Because he doesn't die for real until the end of season 15.
Yeah. Which is just when the show ends. So.
Yeah.
Which
but
is
I still
fine.
feel like he didn't need to kill him though.
I guess that's fair. But yeah, I would personally give this this season an S tier.
Really?
I don't know about you, but
I was thinking probably A, maybe low B. Maybe meet in the middle, put it above season 2, put it here.
that's fair. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, next up we have season 13.
Okay, let me pull that up. Season 13 is titled Alternate Worlds. This is right at the end of season 12 is when that rift opens. And Jack grows from an infant to a teen in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The rift to the apocalypse world is open, obviously, where Michael won and humanity is enslaved. This is where Michael is introduced as well.
Yes.
This opens Sam and Dean and eventually Cass's crossover to rescue Mary and the AU Hunters, which is AU's alternate universe. And then alternate universe Michael comes back. Is far more threatening version than the Archangels are from season 5. Which
What?
you can talk.
No, what did you say?
I was going to say the 3 essential episodes, but you can talk first.
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. The 3 biggest episodes of this season are season 6, 14, and 23. 6 is titled Tombstone, which is Team Free Will 2.0 is introduced, which is Dean, Sam, Cass, and Jack. And then that episode 14 is Good Intention. It's Cass and Jack are inside of the apocalypse world. And then 23 is Let the Good Times Roll, which is the alternate universe Michael takes Dean as a vessel.
That
Okay.
Yeah, because then season 14, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Michael taking over Dean. Isn't that kind of like that whole entire season, basically?
Season 14?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, pretty much. Or at least a good majority of it.
It's only for like the first 10 episodes-ish.
Yeah.
So a little under half.
Which that's still a good majority of the show, of the season.
Which it is. You're right, yeah, it is. But
okay, so season 13. Very solid season, I think. I mean, you get Jack, you get the alternate world. so many good things happen in this season. And then that leads into season 14 with Dean and Michael. Yeah, I think this is a very solid season. I could honestly give this season an S tier, I think.
I would agree.
First S tier season.
Yeah, it was just so good. But yeah, I loved that season. Okay.
Moving on to season 14, which is the big, where a lot of the Michael and Dean stuff happens.
This is also where the Empty was introduced.
The Empty, yes. So, what is this season about?
Well, it's called Free Will / The Empty. So it's about alternate universe Michael rides Dean for the first several episodes before Dean expels him. Jack loses his soul and kills Mary accidentally, then is killed by Chuck. The Empty is the void where dead angels and demons go. And it becomes a key player in the rest of this season, and I think also the last season too. Chuck is revealed to be a manipulative author, staging the Winchester's suffering as his story. And then the 3 essential episodes here are episodes 7, 14, and 20. Episode 7 is Unhuman Nature, which is where Jack dies, which is pretty much the season's emotional core. And then Ouroboros, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
That's where Jack gets a snake's soul, and then the Empty wakes. And then Mora, episode 20, Chuck kills Jack, orders Sam and Dean to kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your thoughts on the season?
So, again, another big season. Again, I think my favorite parts of the whole entire season are the Michael and Dean stuff. I think it's just so cool. I think because that's how it was always meant to be. Like Michael or Dean is Michael's perfect vessel or true vessel, and then it finally happens. I also think it was cool that it was a alternate universe Michael. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, also the Empty being introduced, very cool. Also, I did not remember that stuff about Jack, about his soul getting taken.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I did not remember that. Also, the snake soul. I didn't remember that either.
Yeah.
Again, this is a very big show. It's kind of easy to forget stuff like that.
That is true.
Okay, so what do you think about this season?
I really loved it. I would say, again, one of my favorite seasons of the show. But I don't think I'd put it at the same level as season 13, though.
Yeah.
I think personally... Sorry. I was going to say personally I could give it an A, but...
Yeah, I think probably in between 12... I think honestly below 2.
Fair.
I think season 2 is better.
Okay. I agree.
So next up we have season 15. The last and final season of this show. So what is season 15
I know you know, but the other people do not. Okay, season 15 is called The End, for obvious reasons. This is where they fight against Chuck, or God, whatever you want to call him.
Mm-hmm.
So Chuck releases every soul from hell. Sam and Dean must find a way to kill God, which requires draining his power. Jack becomes a sort of cosmic bomb that absorbs Chuck's power, rendering him mortal. Chuck is left as a powerless old man. Sam and Dean get a few years of peace before both die, naturally and heroically. The finale reunites them in heaven, which Cass has helped rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
What?
I was gonna say the episodes. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead first.
Okay. Episodes 3, 8, and 20 are very important to this. It's episode 3 is the Rapture, which Rowena sacrifices herself to seal hell. Then episode 8 is Our Father, who art in heaven, which is Michael becomes an ally against Chuck. And then 3 is episode 20, which is Carry On, which is the finale. Controversial, but earnest.
Mm-hmm. I think this is a very solid season. Like, very, very solid season. I also love, like, it's just, like, such a funny sentence. Kill God. That's such a funny thing. Whoever thought that the show would go from just trying to kill demons and stuff like that to then trying to literally take out God.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if someone told me that when I started watching the show, I wouldn't have believed them.
Same here.
But no, I think also the ending of the show, I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. A lot of people hate it, I think, for no reason. Like, I think it's kind of a solid ending. I mean, I think the way they took out God is probably the best they could have. Like, just take away his powers, you know? And he's just a normal person. That's kind of like The Boys finale. That's basically what they did. They just took away his powers. And then
Yeah.
he just became a normal person. But yeah, and then Jack consuming his powers and then becoming God was very cool. And then also them all of the people reuniting in heaven, I think was such a good thing. But yeah, overall, I think a very solid season. What do you think about it?
I also loved this season. The only thing I didn't really like is the ending.
That's fair.
I think that's a lot of people's opinion, though. It was just a little bit too quick, for me at least. Where they just killed Chuck and then lived forever. Well, not forever, until they just died off and then went to heaven. I feel like they could have done that a little bit better.
Yeah.
But again, they did it for 15 seasons. They were probably tired of it and ready to be done anyway, so it kind of makes sense. But still. Personally, I would give this one an A. But
yeah. I'm leaning more towards S.
okay. Then put it at S.
I think... Are you okay with that?
Either that or put it at S. I don't really care. It's up to you.
You can put it here. Go on,
Okay. It's fine with me. Okay.
Because, I mean, I do think it is better than season 12.
Yeah. Which isn't hard to think, but yes. Yeah.
Okay, now we're moving on to the really good seasons. So, season 4. What was that season about?
So this one's Angels and the 66 Seals. Castiel raises Dean from hell. Angels are not fluffy beings. They're divine soldiers who view humanity as collateral. The 66 seals of Lucifer's cage must all hold, but Lilith is breaking them one by one. Sam, fed demon blood by Ruby, is unknowingly being manipulated towards freeing Lucifer. The 3 episodes that are big in this season are episode 1, 3, and 22. Number 1 is called Lazarus Rising, which is about Castiel's arrival. Episode 3 is called In the Beginning, which is where Dean meets young Marion John. That's where he goes back in time to meet his mother.
Yeah.
Then episode 22 is Lucifer's Rising, Ruby's betrayal, and Sam breaks the final seal.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion on this season?
See, I feel like I'm saying this for like most of these seasons, but this is actually like a really solid season though. Like, season 4 is actually like really good. Like, it introduces Cass, it introduces, like, it brings Dean out of hell. It is just so good. Like, I think also the introduction of Castiel is so good. Like, in the first episode where Dean rises out of his grave, and then, you know, where he's going to the gas station or whatever, and then, like, all the glass is shattering, and that was literally just Castiel trying to talk to Dean.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. And then I think Castiel's, like, actual physical entrance is also really good. Like, they they go to this, like, was it, like, a barn or something? They put all of this, like, demon shielding and all that stuff. And then it does absolutely nothing. And then he just comes through, and then you see his angel wings in the shadows.
Yeah.
So cool. Just
I wouldn't say it's my favorite entry, because I think you know which one's my favorite.
You don't think Cass's entry is cool?
I didn't say that. I said it's not my favorite one.
That's great.
Jordan, you know which one's my favorite.
I know.
Isn't that one your favorite?
Cass.
It is better than Cass's entry.
No, it's not.
I think it is, but okay, whatever you want to tell yourself.
Okay. Okay. I think this could be a very solid... I think this could be an S tier for me, honestly.
Same. Put it at S.
I think it's above season 13, though.
I think so, too.
Okay, next up we have season 5.
Okay. Season 5. Okay, this is the Apocalypse and Lucifer versus Michael. So, the Apocalypse is underway. Sam is Lucifer's destined vessel. Dean is Michael's vessel. Both brothers refuse their roles. The 4 horsemen ride in. Zachariah and the angels try to force the brothers to say yes. The end game, Sam consents to Lucifer to jump into the cage, taking Michael with him. Dean lives on. This was supposed to be the end of the show.
Mm-hmm. Very
this
glad
was
they did not.
Yeah.
That would have been such a bad ending.
Yep. The 3 big episodes are 4, 8, and 22. 4 is called The End. 8 is called Changing Channels, which is where the trickster is revealed to be Gabriel. And then 22 is called Swan Song, which is Sam jumps into the cage, which is the perfect ending. Which, obviously, it's not the ending, but that was supposed to be the original ending.
Yeah, I think that is one of the best episodes in the show, though.
It was. If they did end it there, Would that have been a better ending than the one that they did? Yes. But
I don't know. Would it have?
I think the ending would have been better, but I'm happy that they lived it on, because I'm really happy that I had 10 more seasons to watch.
Yeah, well, also, it wouldn't have been that good of a ending, because Dean is not the type of person to just, like, you watch him throughout the whole entire show, like, thus far, going into the ending of Season 5, he's not the type of person to just let Sam rot in Lucifer's cage.
No, he would have went to go save him.
Like, when Sam died for the first time back in Season 2, he literally sold his soul and condemned himself to hell to save Sam's life.
Yeah, he would not let Sam die.
No, it was the worst. Like, that would have been the worst idea they'd ever made in the whole entire show.
So, yeah, you're right on that. I just felt like that ending was just better. At the same time, you're correct.
Season ending. But yeah. Very solid season.
Yeah. I would say A. I would say right at the edge of A tier going to S tier.
I think right here.
Yeah. You okay with that?
We have no seasons in C tier so far.
Or D or F.
Yeah, I don't think any are going to go here.
I don't think any are going to F.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any in C, D, or F.
I think they're all going to be S, A, and B.
But...
Because I don't think any of them are bad enough to even go down there.
No, a lot of people say Season 7 is really bad, though. But it's really not.
It's really not. Okay,
anyway,
so...
Season 6.
Season 6. So this is Eve and Purgatory. The actual season is called Souls. This is where Crowley and Castiel secretly team up. Sam is back, but without his soul, locked in the cage with Lucifer. Dean has settled into a civilian life. When Sam reappears soul-free, Dean must navigate a brother who is disturbingly functional, but utterly immoral. Cass secretly makes a deal with Crowley to open Purgatory and absorb all the souls. Big episodes in this one are 11, 15, and 22. 11 is Appointment in Samara, which is Dean bargains with death for Sam's soul. Episode 15 is The French Mistake. Meta episode, Sam and Dean in Our World. And then episode 22 is The Man Who Knew Too Much, which is Cass absorbs Purgatory souls, declares himself God.
Yep. Great season, honestly. I think Soulless Sam is very cool. Also, Cass trying to become God. Like, you can just tell that he was, like, way out of his league doing that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, he did not need to be doing all that.
I agree.
But no, very good season. I think high B tier, honestly.
I would say low A tier. Like, right... Yeah, I think right there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to Season 7.
So, Season 7 is the Leviathan episode. Season. Season 7 is the Leviathan season. This is where Cass explodes, releasing the Leviathans. Ancient pre-angel creatures from Purgatory, led by the smug Dick Roman. They infiltrate corporate America with a plan to turn humanity into docile livestock. This is also where Bobby dies and Cass returns Um, Dean and Castiel are sucked into purgatory, killing Dick.
Yeah.
The big three in this one are episode 1, 10, and 23. One is Meet the New Boss, which is where Castiel, I'm pretty sure that's just Castiel mixed with God, but that's fine. Godstiel, brief, terrifying reign. Death's Door, that's where Bobby dies. I would say that's the best episode of the season. And then Survival of the Fittest, which is Dick Roman dies. Dean and Cass are in purgatory.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this was definitely a very weak season.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as people think.
I would agree.
Like, it's on the same lines as, like, with Dexter. Like, a lot of people say Season 5 is, like, one of the worst seasons for Dexter. It's really not. Season 5 is actually a great season in Dexter.
But you also have to remember that the way they're talking about it is that it's the weakest season in the show. It's not talking about that it shouldn't even be part of the show. They're just saying it's the weakest season of the entire show.
I know. When did I ever say anything about not being part of the show?
I guess that's true. I would say that this one deserves low B tier.
Yeah, I think so. I think, again, it is a very, like, there's so many good things in this season, though. Like, I think the Leviathans are an interesting villain for the season. Like, because they're basically unkillable, right?
Yeah.
Well, until they figure out how they can. But, like, they're virtually unkillable.
Agreed.
And then they do find a way, but it's a tragic way. And also, I love, like, it bleeds into Season 8, which Season 8 is also great. I love the Purgatory stuff with Dean.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's better than Season 11, though, and 10.
Okay.
I think we'll put it high B tier.
Okay.
I think. Alright, moving on to Season 8.
This is the trials and the closing of the gates of hell. Dean escapes purgatory. Sam never looked for him. God's stone tablets, written by Metatron, contain instructions for permanently closing hell. Sam undertakes 3 trials, but begins dying from them. Kevin Tran deciphers the tablets. Metatron tricks Castiel into casting all angels from heaven. 3 big episodes. This one is 7, 17, and 23. 7 is A Little Slice of Kevin. That's where Cass returns from purgatory. Episode 17 is called Goodbye Stranger, which is Cass and Dean fight. And episode 23, Sacrifice, which is Sam almost completes the trials, and then Metatron's trap.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this season?
I think this is probably one of my favorite seasons. I think Kevin is a fantastic character. I love Kevin. I think all the stuff with... I love all, like, how they do, like, the little flashbacks of Dean in Purgatory. I think that's really cool. I also think you can just tell when you see Dean in Purgatory, like, he is truly in his element there. Like,
he really is.
Like, yes, he was probably still struggling a lot while being in there, but you can tell, like, that's truly where Dean, like, thrives. Maybe not thrives is not the right word, but is very capable in somewhere like that.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that it was a great season as well. I would say it's one of my favorites. I would personally say low S. Either low S or high A. I don't know.
I was going to say better than Season 13. but not better than season 4.
Okay.
But
That's fair. Yeah. Okay, season 9.
Hey, I wanted to ask you real quick.
Yeah.
So, there is 10 minutes left till an hour. Do you want to actually do the other tier list? Or do you want to save that for the next episode?
Let's just do it today. It's fine.
Are you sure? Because that's...
I know. It's fine. Let's get through this. I think we should do it. Okay. Season 9 is Grace and Metatron and the Fallen Angels. Angels rain from heaven. Sam is dying. Dean lets the angel Gabriel possess him to heal Sam. Without Sam's knowledge, Gadriel secretly kills Kevin. When Sam discovers the deception, the breach between the brothers is severe. Dean takes on the Mark of Cain to claim the first blade and kill Abaddon. Dean dies, becomes a demon. Okay. The 3 episodes that are big in this one are Episode 9, Episode 11, and Episode 23. Episode 9 is Holy Terror. Gadriel kills Kevin. The brutal mid-season turn. Firstborn is Episode 11, which is Dean takes the Mark of Cain. And then Episode 23 is Do You Believe in Miracles, which is Dean dies and then reawakens as a demon.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this season?
Great season. Demon Dean. I hate that Demon Dean wasn't... Like, he was only, 3 episodes. I wish they had him for so much longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, Kevin's death, so unnecessary. I hated that they killed Kevin. But yeah, Sam getting possessed by the angel to heal him. Overall, great season, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that I would probably put season 9 at a high A.
Yeah.
Or mid A, something like that.
Better than season 5?
No, let's put it between 5 and 15. I think. Or do you think it's better?
I think it's better than 15.
Yeah.
It's better there. Alright.
Okay. Yep. Let me pull it up really quick. Okay. Season 3 is The Deal and Rising Hell. This is with Lilith and Ruby as the bad guys. Dean has 1 year before the Hellhounds collect. The brothers hunt a way to break the deal with Ruby. Manipulates Sam and Lilith. Surfaces as the new big bad. Shortened to 16 episodes by the writers' strike, the finale feels rushed as a result. Big episodes in this one are 8, 10, and 16. A Very Supernatural Christmas is 8, which is the origin of the Winchesters' Christmas tradition. Episode 10 is Dream a Little Dream of Me. Dean confronts his own self-loathing. And episode 16 is No Rest for the Wicked, which is where Dean goes to hell. It's a brutal final scene. Okay. What do you think about it?
Solid season. I think Dean going to hell, that kind of being the whole point behind the season, kind of. Is basically Dean doing stuff that he wanted to do before he goes. Yeah, great season, honestly.
Yeah. I would personally... I feel like because of how rushed it was at the end.
Yeah, I'd kind of forgotten that it was only 16 episodes.
Yeah, it was because of the writer's strikes and all of that.
Yeah.
But I think I would put it at maybe mid to low A.
Yeah, I was going to say even S. But
yeah,
honestly, well, because I think season 1 is going to go in S tier. So I think we put it here. I think I can put it over season 5.
Yep.
Because I think we all know where season 1's going to go.
No, I have no idea. Couldn't tell you.
Okay, what is season 1?
Season 1 is called Family. This is where Yellow Eyes is introduced. Sam and Dean reunite after their family goes missing hunting the demon who killed their mother, aka Yellow Eyes. Mary died 22 years earlier. They traveled the country hunting monsters while piecing together the truth about what Yellow Eyes wanted with Sam. The big episodes of this one is obviously episode 1, the pilot. That's where Mary dies and the brothers reunite. Episode 9 is Home. First return to Lawrence, Kansas. And then episode 22 is The Devil's Trap, where John is possessed. And that's where the season cliffhanger is.
Mm-hmm. Amazing season. Honestly,
I'm 100% saying S tier, regardless.
Probably the best season in the show.
Yeah.
Probably a high S tier. Or first tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
great season. Top notch.
Yeah.
I would say I would recommend the entire show for anybody to watch. And obviously next episode we will be talking about all the characters. But I just really loved the show, and I really feel like this is just really the best way to do it. Obviously, I'd recommend the entire show.
Yeah.
No matter what, because I just love it, but...
Yeah, so this is what we think about all the seasons. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments.
Yeah, I would too. I personally just love the show. I feel like I always will. Just because...
I think...
That's just...
I mean, there's shows that I like a lot that could maybe... Like, I think the only show that could possibly pass Supernatural, for me at least, would be Dexter. Because I think Dexter and Supernatural are right on the same levels, for me at least. Because both of those shows I've watched an absurd amount of times.
Yeah, same here. But yes.
Yeah.
I just would say that this was my favorite show. I would say that this will always be my favorite show of all time. Probably.
Yeah, probably me too.
I don't see it changing, basically just because Supernatural is just such a unique show.
There's literally nothing like it.
Yeah, so I just feel like... Yeah, it's just really good.
Yeah.
So if you want to quickly stop sharing your screen... Okay. So, this is the end of our episode, but we would like to share that we have our first sponsorship. Our discount code will be in the description of the episode. It's for Agape Energy. We are super excited to be working with them and see what we will be doing with them in the future. But I will also read off our discount code, but it'll be in the description of the video as well. Our discount code is AGPAZKJSU. So you can use that in the Agape shop, but it'll be in the description as well, so you can just copy and paste it into the shop as well. But thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. We will see you all next week.
Bye.